These works are, that we have in the exhibition, from 1973 to now, 2007. And so the way it works, the earlier works are on analog video, and so they've been transferred to digital, DVD. And the more recent works originate in DV. And so they're presented in this form as installations. And so the idea is that in the production of the work, it's really the body, my walking. So, because I call these video documentation performances. So it's my walking through the spaces, through my point of view, and that's what you're seeing mostly in this exhibition. We exist in this space between the earth and the sky as we live our lives. Even these cupolas, this magnificent space we're in right now, is a kind of representation of this dome world. We have this in observatories of the sky, for example, so these kinds of spaces are like that. The deeper meaning of this, it's normal to understand we're between the earth, we walk on the earth, the gravity holds us to the earth, and then of course we have the sky above. It's a 3-year process, and I was invited in 2005 to come visit Laboratorio, and of course this was Priamo's invitation, and at that point many of us in the new media and media arts knew that this was a very special place, internationally known, and so I was very honored to come and meet him. And so it was a dark space, there wasn't an exhibition, and we walked through the space and he said, okay, this is your space to create a new work. There is a kind of sound space that's a surround sound space that relates to each piece, but the piece as a whole, because it is a suite of pieces. So the totality of the space. What's interesting, of course, is that if you enter alone, you will be with a crowd of people, because there'll be sounds from the Zocalo, sounds from various museum spaces I was in, sounds from natural environments of the pyramids and so forth. So there are 2 key sounds that people will hear in the cycle. One, a name, Laura, and so it's calling a name of somebody, and so that's in the Zocalo space. And then at Kobo, one of the places of the pyramids, you'll hear Baba, a child calling their parent, their father. So I think what I'd like to impart is that first moment of this humanized space, of this walking, and as you walk, you hear I'm walking. So it tries to make a symbol of the walking through these places and spaces, and then have you at the center of all of these environments. I think what happens is, as I see it now, the Brazilian piece adds a kind of balance to the show, because what you do is, as you enter this space, in this dark space, you probably know we also have the domes lit up, because my vision of most of the exhibitions I have are in a kind of chiaroscuro lighting. I don't really do spaces that I just blacken entirely. Rarely. There was sometimes at festivals or something. But when I have the opportunity to do installations, as you'll see from the documentation, it's usually a chiaroscuro effect, a kind of mixed reality. So what happens as you move through the space then, you're in these areas with the projections, and then you come to a lighted space, and you then enter this, this cube, this infinite cube, as they say. And so I think it adds a balance to seeing this, and when the German show is here, I think we'll have a history of 40 years, and then mine starts in for this show 73, and then we'll see contemporary work, historical works,